Hey there folks, Blackhawk here. Today going to be doing a real brief overview on Banggood special. This is they labeled as a DIY drone. It's actually marketed as a DM002 5.8 on the actual Banggood website. They also have a model that comes with a Wi-Fi camera and then also a base model that comes with no camera. This one here in particular, like I said, is running the 5.8. So you can transmit to your standard FPV goggles with this, which is pretty cool. Really cheap little setup here. I think it's right at $40. Comes with a generic controller. It's a little bit nicer than like the A.U.I.S, the little tiny palm-sized controllers. This actually feels like a controller in your hand. The sticks actually feel more like sticks, etc. There is some power settings here, flip settings, programming settings, things like that. Not going to go too much into that. It does come with the camera, which it actually is a very nice camera. It's a 0, 25, 50, 200 milliwatt adjustable, so you do have multiple power settings there, which is really nice. Very easy to set up. Manual goes over it very well. The drone, as they're calling it, the quad here, the little micro brushed quad, does come disassembled. As you can see here, it's got a blow up diagram, and that's actually how it comes. Nothing is put together on this, which is kind of neat, because if you've got a younger kid or a new guy getting into it, it kind of gives them a little bit sense of accomplishment when they put this thing together and then put it in the air, and it really gets them, you know, kind of hooked. It definitely, even me, having, you know, built some macros and some micros when I put this together, you know, it's pretty neat. Very easy to assemble. Everything's color coded. All the props, the motor plugs are color coded on the board, so you're not going to have to worry about mixing those up. Motors pop out of place nice and easy. So if you do burn one out, very simple and cheap to replace and maintain. So again, great for a beginner, great for someone that just wants a low cost, low budget flyer. Fun for around in the house, fun for around outside the house. Just overall a really good little guy here. Obviously it's pretty docile as far as your movements. It doesn't have any, you know, beta flight, anything like that. It's not going to be crazy racer or anything along those lines, but for something to have a couple drinks and fly around the house or fly around the yard and just have an overall good time, it's not too darn bad, especially with that camera on there. It's a lot of fun. I'll actually attach a little bit of video footage I got from flying around the cabin that we stayed in on our honeymoon. Thankfully the missus let me bring a couple quads, and I was able to fly around, and I did bring this guy, and I flew him around inside the cabin, outside the cabin. It was a lot of fun. It was a good time. So just wanted to kind of show you what this is about here. You do obviously get your charger, your prop, polar, things like that, your standard little doohickeys. But yeah, if you're looking for, especially with the holidays coming up, a nice little starter quad, something to get maybe, you know, a nephew, you know, a family member, a kid, something like that, definitely would recommend looking towards this. Very neat, and like I said, it does have a Wi-Fi model. If you're not wanting to spend the full, you know, you're about $100 in once you get this and a set of goggles. So if you don't want to spend all that, you just want to do a Wi-Fi, you can get the $40 one with the Wi-Fi camera. Use your smartphone. You don't need the goggles. Obviously we all want goggles, but if you know, you're not sure if the kid's going to get into the sport or get into the hobby, you're really not sure, you just want to kind of get them a gift, could be right up their alley. But yeah, just wanted to, like I said, kind of go over that a little bit. Very cool little design here. Thank you guys, Banggood, for carrying this. Please keep carrying this because this is really cool. I actually sell these at my flea market booth, and I will continue to do so as long as I'm able to get them. I was originally selling the EO10C, I think, from A.U.I.S, which is the little tiny whoop, which actually has the camera on top as well. But after having this one side by side next to that one for the cost, I'm turning away from the A.U.I.S and I'm going full bore towards this. So just my 2 cents, my opinion, but thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoy the footage, and we'll catch you next time.